Good evening, Superintendent Mr. Michael Lucas, members of the Oxford School Committee, Chairman Mr. David Canacchioli, Vice Chairman Mr. Corey Burke, Secretary Mrs. Palmina Griffin, Member Mrs. September Forbes, members of the Board of Selectmen, Chairman Mr. Norman LeBlanc, Vice Chair Miss Amy Frick, Member Mr. Robert King, Member Mr. Timothy Moriarty, friends, family, faculty, and classmates, welcome to tonight's commencement exercises. My name is Maria Elena Giolino, and I am the president of the class of 2022. Will you please remain standing for our NJROTC color guard and the playing of our national anthem. Cadet Lieutenant Harvey, please parade the colors. I am Maria Elena Giolino. I have been senior class president for the past 3 years, and it is an honor to be speaking to you all tonight. I have been in the Oxford public school system since preschool and have always called Oxford my home. Oxford is rumored to be a quiet town where some might say nothing ever happens, but I wholeheartedly disagree. Some of the greatest moments of my life have happened while living here, and life happened so fast that I didn't really have the time to appreciate it. I remember my friends and I riding bikes and wondering when we would drive cars, or when we would turn 18 and finally be able to buy a lottery ticket, or when we would finally graduate. And now that day has come. My classmates that are presented before you are some of the kindest, most heartfelt, and genuine people I have ever met. Good job, parents. I have always been proud to lead my class because of the people that they are. Their success really does mean the world to me, no matter what success that might entail. I hope that all of you can achieve true happiness wherever your futures may lie. I believe that each and every one of you are destined to do great things, and I will miss seeing all of your faces daily. You all have impacted my life in unimaginable ways, and I'm so glad that we had the pleasure of meeting. I hope you show the world how independent, resilient, and strong you each are. I would like to thank our teachers, staff, and class advisor who believed in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves. The teachers and staff at Oxford High have influenced me tremendously on my decision to go into education. Without their efforts, I don't think many of us would be here. I would like to do a personal shout out to my choral instructor, Sarah Ruckowitz, who showed me how to channel my emotions into music. My life had hit some major bumps in the road, but she always knew how to smooth them out. I will forever be grateful for her patience and her dedication to her students. I plan on attending Westfield State University to study music education in the fall. I am grateful that I had such influential adults to learn and grow with. Lastly, I would like to thank my two families, the family I was raised with and the family that I made. I was raised by the strongest woman I know. Even though I suffered the loss of one parent, she made up for the love of both. My dreams are only possible because of her, and I will love her endlessly. My twin brother and I did not go to the same high school, but I somehow feel even closer to him than I did before. I would like to mention and thank Cabby School for helping my brother become more comfortable within himself and the people around him. It has changed our family forever. I would also like to thank my aunts, uncles, and my many, many cousins for never stopping their believing in me. And finally, I would like to thank the family that I made. My closest friends have been there for me in my happiest moments or when my world was shutting down. Their love for me gives me the strength to keep going every day. I thank the universe every day for bringing us together, and I'm so excited to be starting this next chapter of our lives together. So this is it, the last time we'll all be in the same place. I am honored I have been able to lead you these past few years, and I hope you all feel the same. Thank you. And now I would like to introduce our Student Council President, Miss Molly Raymond.
Good evening. My name is Molly Raymond, and as Student Council President, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the school committee, administration, teachers, parents, family, and friends that are here this evening. We, the class of 22, would not have come this far without your continuous support and encouragement. Thank you for everything you do, but I'd especially like to thank my mom and dad. You both are the best. Entering high school as an 8th grader, I would have never imagined that I would be giving a speech in front of all of you. But here I am after being elected Student Council President just over a year ago. As Student Council President, I could stand here and tell you about all the events, activities, and accomplishments that the Student Council has done in the past year, but that would be extremely boring for most of you. So instead, I would like to quickly share the impact that the Student Council has had on my life. But first, I'd like to make a huge shout out to the best co-advisors, Ms. Castingway and Mr. Button, as well as my girl boss of a sister, Megan, for pushing me to do anything and everything I could have ever imagined, whether it was STUCO related or not. When I joined student council in 8th grade, I knew I wanted to be more than just a general member. I wanted to be a student leader. One of the main goals in the student council is to become positive leaders and planners within the school, and having the ability to lead has brought me satisfaction with knowing that I could be helping other individuals in many different ways. Student council has given me so many opportunities to grow as a leader and share my positivity with others. As president this past year, I was granted the chance to be the student representative on the school committee, and though it was a boring way to be a student leader, sorry Chairman Dave, I did truly enjoy having this unique experience of being able to share what went on throughout the year at the middle and high schools. STUCO gives each member so many unique opportunities, and I feel as though all of the student council would agree that being a successful, positive leader depends on being passionate about something. And if you are passionate and push to lead for something, then I believe that anything is possible. Another thing that I have learned is that leadership isn't always positive. Mistakes will be made, and you will be forced outside of your comfort zone. But these experiences, which are typically seen as downfalls, are when the purest form of growth will occur. Without student council, I'm sure I would not be the student leader that I am today. Graduates, as we enter adulthood, we are all going to become new versions of ourselves. So I would like to urge you to be the leaders that I know each and every one of you can become. Whether you choose to go to college, the workforce, serve our country, or anything in between, I believe that all of you can find a way to lead, as this is a chance for us to make something new for ourselves. No matter how big or small, take action and do something that you are passionate about. I can assure you that becoming a leader will make your life brighter and extremely rewarding for you to look back on. Thank you.
Good evening, friends, family, teachers, school committee, and administrators. My name is Megan Raymond, and it is a true honor to be addressing you all as the salutatorian of tonight's graduating class. First, I would like to thank all of you for being here today. You've had more of an impact on our class than you know. A quick shout out to my parents, Mom and Dad. I couldn't possibly be standing here today without all of your love and support. Growing up in Oxford, a small, close-knit community is all that most of us know. It is often that small towns are overlooked when it comes to academics, but the benefits outweigh the downfalls. We've all sat in class, walked the halls, played sports, and done extracurriculars with the same people for as long as we can remember. We've grown up together, learned, laughed, gotten into trouble, and matured together. Each of us have formed bonds with teachers and staff that a student in a large town could never imagine. At a school with as few students as OHS, we have been able to form sincere connections with many people, and everyone is always willing to lend a hand. Although none of us could wait for this day, from the moment we step foot in Oxford High, we all have the moments we're going to miss. Whether it's seeing your favorite person in the hall each day, having P&D pizza for lunch on Thursdays, going to football games, or anything in between. Today is not just about reminiscing on the past, but looking into what the future holds for each of us. I have watched each of us grow up and seek unfamiliar experiences, despite being confined to such a small town. Each and every one of us will go on to pursue something we are passionate about and become a part of something bigger than ourselves. Many say that high school is the best years of your life, but there is so much more out there than what we've done up until this point. This isn't to say that high school was a negative experience, but growing up in a small town only shows how many more opportunities sit in front of us as we look to expand our horizons in different ways. Don't let the limits of your life so far stop you from reaching your full potential, because I know each and every one of you have so much to offer. As we step into the next chapter of our lives, it is important to embrace change, but to also hold on to what you know. There is more waiting for us in this world, and some of the best days of our lives are yet to come, but it's still important to remember all the times we've come together. Remember all the memories you've made with your friends and classmates, the memories that have shaped you into the person you are today. Being a part of a class of under 100 students, a tight-knit group where everybody knows everybody is all that we're used to. All of our faces are familiar, and the names haven't changed much since elementary school. Today marks the end of this era of familiarity, routine, and normality, but also opens up a sea of opportunities and the exploration of the unknown. Don't settle on the past 5 years of your life being the best. Go out and see what the world has to offer. We must become bigger than the little town we grew up in. As Dr. Seuss once wrote, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You are the guy who will decide where you go." Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Valedictorian Catherine Sauter.
Faculty, family, friends, and of course, my fellow classmates of the class of 2022. It is an honor to be speaking in front of all of you today. Over the last 5 years here at Oxford High School, we have shared many experiences and learned many valuable lessons that we will carry beyond the walls of the building before us. The high school cafeteria taught us that Thursdays will always be our favorite day of the week. Mr. Harvey taught us to always keep a positive attitude regardless of the situation we find ourselves in. Miss LaRange, who we all miss very dearly, taught us to always keep an open mind and never hesitate to explore and embrace different cultures and values. Going back even further, middle school gym classes taught us how to fake parents' signatures every time the scoliosis screening came around. As we move forward, I believe the most important thing we have learned at Oxford High School is how much we truly need one another to overcome any obstacle placed before us. Our semi-remote junior year assignments taught us that collaboration is always beneficial. The school trip to Greece my freshman year taught those attending the importance of the buddy system, especially when going out for Domino's and dessert extremely late at night with Mr. Frickberg. My now dear friend, Emma Goyette, taught us the importance of sticking up for one another and ourselves, especially when someone was blamed for throwing a potato at the back of her head at a football game, resulting in her standing up nice and tall and telling myself to, and I quote, never cross her again. I'm definitely not still scared of you to this day. Victoria LeMay taught us to work together to hold in our laughter when she accidentally tripped our history teacher sophomore year, causing him to nearly wipe out to the floor. She still claims she didn't mean to commit this inhumane act, but I'm not so sure I believe her. And in times when anyone is in need of a good laugh, there's always the picture of Willow Wusu asking Ellie Makowicki to the dance in middle school with a box of donuts, where the entire grade witnessed and still awes to this day. Being such a small class, we have had the privilege of truly connecting as one strong, cohesive unit. One thing I have always appreciated about this class is how open we are and how we have never been afraid to show our personalities. This was seen at the Thanksgiving Day pep rally our freshman year, where all grades were given the challenge of coming up with a class chant. When it was our turn, although I can't really remember who started it, we all chanted the name Adam Barter, who is an old classmate who moved to a different school. Someone even went as far to FaceTime him, passing the phone around the crowd so we could all say hello. Although this may just seem like a minor, foolish interaction, the laughter and smiles we all shared in this moment is something I will never forget. It has not always been easy. During times of distress and loss, we have been able to struggle and cope through these moments together. In the fall of 2021, our class faced the tragic loss of one of our own, Olivia Sear, who we wish could be here with us today. Olivia was widely known as a dedicated student, wise beyond her years, and extremely passionate, especially when it came to Harry Potter books and gifting paper cranes. I would like to give my condolences to Olivia's family and ask that we all keep her in our hearts as we celebrate today. I would now like to take the opportunity to thank everyone who has helped myself and my fellow graduates get to where we are today. To my parents and brother, thank you for being my built-in best friends and greatest supporters for the past 18 years. Thank you to administration, faculty, and staff members for caring so deeply about our education and well-being. I also would like to give a special shout out to Mr. Craig. I cannot thank you enough for being my biggest motivator and closest ally through my time at Oxford High School. To all family and friends in attendance today, thank you for your time and encouragement as you watch your loved ones enter the next phase of their lives. Thank you to Ms. Pimentel for advising our class since our 8th grade year and working incredibly hard to keep us involved, giving us a wonderful prom, an adventurous class trip, and a kind shoulder to always lean on. Finally, I would like to thank Mr. Nugent, Mr. Truax, Mr. Lucas, school committee, and all other staff that helped organize this graduation and who have supported our class as we slowly adapted back to school full-time. Now, as we are about to receive our diplomas and leave this football field, keep in mind those sitting right beside you and be sure to wish them the best of luck as we move forward. Whether we notice it or not, every single one of us has influenced one another in some way. As we drift apart as individuals, it is a fact of life that we will constantly struggle to keep in touch. Most of us will never see each other again. However, keep in mind that it was our community that always got us through tough times. Whether you are a gamer, an athlete, a bookworm, whether you choose to wear a Cheetos onesie to school or carry around a list of dad jokes in your back pocket, or if you haven't quite found your niche yet. Always remember the roots that allowed you to grow. As you embrace the unknown and explore new terrain, don't forget where you came from and the community that molded you. Class of 2022, once again, congratulations, and I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you.
impressions I remain beyond your preconceptions.
You have to look much further than what's right beneath your nose. And if you take the longer view, you'll see how far it goes. Watch me show my colors. I am like no other. Leave your old conclusions at the door. Just below the surface, I am bold and fearless. Look again, I promise you will see. There is so much more to me. There are things about me you don't know. I am full of wonders I don't show.
Open up your eyes, I'm like a sun about to rise.
Though I can shine, you've only seen me glow. You may come, but not what you expected. I don't know if you need to be corrected.
There are some surprises you'll uncover over time. When the chance arises, you'll discover some of mine.
Watch me show my colors. I am like no other. Leave your old conclusions at the door. Just below the surface, I am bold and fearless.
Look again, I promise you will see.
There is so much more to me. 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 More to me.
Watch me show my colors. I am like no other. Leave your old conclusions at the door. At the door, just below the surface. I am bold and fearless. Look again, I promise you will see. There's so much more to me.
I knew I didn't want to follow those speeches of that solo, but here we are. Catherine had mentioned that the class of 2022 lost a dear member in the fall of this year. Is Melinda here? So Miss Nugent, who is at a family member's graduation tonight, spoke at Olivia's memorial service. So I'm going to read what she said. This is our last night together, Mrs. Pimentel. And I'm not taking my tissues out, but thank you. Excuse me. I went into teaching hoping to make a difference in the lives of my students. Little did I know how much of a difference a student would have in mine. Olivia reminded me to let go of the things I have no control over. She reminded me that it's okay to stay up all night to finish a good book. She reminded me of the power of one positive word or one random act of kindness. She reminded me that I have the courage to do hard things and that I have the power to say no to things that don't bring me joy. She also reminded me that we are not here forever. Even though she was only here for 19 years, she had such a huge impact on countless lives. There aren't enough words in the English language to explain how much she changed me as a person, a teacher, and a friend. To quote Dumbledore, to the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. Liv, I hope you are enjoying your next adventure. Again, that was words from Miss Courtney Nugent. In the fall, there will be 2 rocking chairs with some plaques honoring Liv's memory. Liv loved to read, so our high school library will have 2 rocking chairs where a student can just grab a book, sit down, read a good book, and remember Liv. We also tonight we do have this year's yearbook signed by teachers and Olivia's classmates that we will certainly get to Mr. and Mrs. Sear. I have a few thank yous because this week, and especially tonight, could not have happened without a lot of people helping behind the scenes. First, Mr. Bob Truax, your assistant principal, who has been your fighter for the 5 years you've been here. Mr. Justin Richards, our new Dean of Students. Mrs. Kristen Harvey, Mrs. Deb McDonald, and Mrs. Sharon Thyden, who organized and kept us sane throughout this whole week. Mr. Kevin May, Mr. Tim Craig, Mr. Colby Harvey, who we affectionately call the Men in Black, along with Mr. Chris Pietro. I'd like to thank Mr. Joe Generico and his video tech crew, Mrs. Sarah Rutkowitz and the chorus, Mr. Matt Kim and the band, Master Chiefs Youngsman and Kay and the NJROTC cadets, Miss Lindsay Castingway and the yearbook staff, Miss Courtney Nugent and members of the National Honor Society, Miss Brandy Berube and junior class officers who will be handing out flowers to each graduate, student council members, the parents of this year's Operation Graduation, and our custodial staff. Mr. Jamie Heatherman, Mr. Mark Giles, Mr. Jose Santiago, Mr. Scott Cheney, Mr. Brennan O'Brien, and Miss Brittany Kemp. Now there are some people I would like the graduates to show appreciation for. Throughout life, it is very important to celebrate your achievements, but it's more important to appreciate the people who were there for you while you gain those achievements. So could the class please share your appreciation to your parents and family members. Can you now please show your appreciation to your teachers and support staff? And now please show your appreciation to your guidance counselors. And even though she has become a second mother I never wanted, can you please show your appreciation to your class advisor, Mrs. Pimentel? I would also like to have a special shout out to our Oxford family members who are retiring this year. All told, they have 115 years of service to the Oxford Public Schools. Miss Leslie Sullivan, who graduated, who retired at the beginning of this school year. Dr. Susan Henrischen, who retired shortly after the start of the school year. John Reynolds, technology assistant, who retired. Maria Cabala, our English language learner teacher. Miss Irene Shannon, longtime special education teacher, ended up at the high school. We're so lucky, but spent time in every school. Mrs. Patricia Lau, longtime foreign language teacher at the middle school and the high school. And Mrs. Kimberly Davis, who was first grader at Chafee School. Lastly, another gentleman who retired this year, but also lost a very brave battle with cancer, Mr. Rick Vincent, who we miss dearly, was a friend to all. It's now my pleasure to invite to the podium Superintendent Michael Lucas, who will certify the class diplomas.
Thank you, Mr. Nugent. Students, educators, families, class of 22, it is an honor to be here to celebrate the achievement of you fine students. You have persevered through a time unlike any other in American history, and we applaud you. It was amazing as a new person to this district to see you in the fall in action right away, to get to know our amazing NJROTC program, to see the Student Council lead a fall conference successfully. It was wonderful to see you overcome your mask and send us back into normalcy and lead this school back to a school year where they could be proud of their activities, whether it was in the classroom, in chorus or band, or on the athletic fields. And so many of you played a huge part in all of our programs. So thank you. Let's give them a hand. You're an impressive group of students indeed. Going back to the fall, when I started here in the school year with you, I felt it appropriate to share with you today a quote from the great Pele, one of the best soccer players of all time, that I thought best exemplifies this fine class of Oxford High School. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing. We know you have an amazing future ahead of you. Enjoy every day. We could not be prouder of you. Congratulations. And now what we've been waiting for. Members of the Oxford School Committee. As Superintendent of Schools, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the 2022 graduating class of Oxford High School. These candidates have satisfactorily completed all the requirements as prescribed by the Oxford Public Schools and the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. I hereby certify that each candidate is eligible for graduation and therefore entitled to receive a diploma. May I request that you now join me to distribute the diplomas.
Maria Elena Kathleen Gelino. Catherine Ann Sauter. Megan Ann Raymond. Molly Grace Raymond. Mary Ann Ally. Brianna Lynn Anderson. Cole Alton Anderson. Matthew Arndt. Kylie Summer Arpit. Emanuela Asiedo. Christopher Richard Bala. Juan Barboza. Jetsaidi Shanice Beniquez. Courtney Briggs.
Congratulations.
Evan Brindisi. Matthew Bruce Brunette. Timothy Brunette. Jalixa Burgos. Olivia Rose Burnett. Heather Ann Byrne. Luis Antonio Campos. Madison Rose Casella. Caitlin Ann Chase. Cameron Lee Gianni Clark. Olivia Jean Clarkson. Wyatt Cloutier. Miles William Kraft. Stephanie De Sosa Cunha. Devin Blade Diso. Myra Hadley Filipkowski. Derek Anthony Fino. Steve Owen Fisher. Benjamin Gray Forbes. Lauren Lucille Gayeski.
Congratulations.
Michaela Marie Garvey. Matthew David Gelino. Jacqueline Ann Jaragonis. Emma Nicole Goyette. Alexandra Marsha Gray. Harper Sage Hutchins. Cooper James Jablonski. Brooklyn Grace Juber. Caden Scott Carnes. Andrew Richard Kemble. Richard Joseph Nealon. Deanna Marie Korkidis. Antoine Lacourt Ramos. Nicholas Lozon. Victoria Susan LeMay. Amber Marie Lyons. Ellie May Makawicki. Caitlin Elizabeth Marshall.
Congratulations, yes. Well done.
Tori Masiello. Abigail May McDaniel. Catherine Elise McFarland. Kyle Patrick McGowan. Ernest Hutchins Mundell. Logan Mark Murphy. Julia O'Bricky. Elijah Marcus Ortega. Elianel Ortiz. William Owusu. Julian Xavier Pabon. Anzi Patel. Alana Marie Beretta. Farine Kedus. Eric Edward Rebello. Haley Mae Rice. Darius Ansa Joshua Richardson. Michaela Christine Robinson. Angel Lewis Roman. Roxana Lynette Salinas. Samantha Shea. Aaron James Smart. Garrett Chandler Susie. Michael Sullivan. Julia Elizabeth Trainer. Nicole Ucher. Erica Rose Valentino. Julie Ann Viola. Tyler David Wilson. Samuel James Zostan. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the class of 2022. Let's hear it for them.